Guys, the Bitcoin price just closed a 4-hourly candle below our important support of $61,000. The question now is, are we going to correct all the way down to the $58,000 level? And especially, are we going to have enough time to reverse the price so we don't close this very important weekly candle, which is going to close in 2 days, below the other weekly candles? Because as you guys know, I showed you in yesterday's video, only 2 times in the complete history of Bitcoin we saw this type of consolidation. This type of consolidation is completely rare for Bitcoin. It only happened 2 times in the past, where 3 weekly candles right next to each other pretty much had no price movement at all at the closes. And as you guys know, these consolidations only happened 2 times so far in downtrends, and every time these consolidations ended right after 3 weeks, we saw a massive 30 to 50% correction within only 10 days. So the question now is, since we are now going into it with an uptrend, are we going to pump 30 to 50% now in the upcoming 10 days as soon as this weekly candle closes? And how relevant are the smaller timeframes now for these weekly candle closes? I will tell you exactly in today's video. Also, guys, I want to update you on my massive $1 million Chainlink trade that is right now in a profit of $75,000. We want to talk about the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance is actually telling us a little bit more on what we have to expect from the altcoins. Are we expecting another big altcoin run now within the next couple of weeks, or is this already it and we should scale back out of our altcoins into Bitcoin? All of this we are going to talk about in today's video. I'm also going to talk about my trades. Make sure to subscribe, activate the bell, smash a like on this video. Normally my videos every single time reach 3,000 likes. And also, guys, do you remember about the project I talked about in my yesterday's video, where I told you guys you can get free tokens on a tier 1 project that Chris and I, Chris from Crypto, are involved in? I told you yesterday already that a portion of the tokens of these projects, of this project, will be given out for free, and Chris and I want to make sure that our community are the first ones to get these tokens, because there is only a limited supply. And I can already tell you, these tokens will also give you access to massive new projects before they get listed on exchanges even. So you will be able to participate in private sales, in seed rounds. And you guys know, just imagine, you could have participated in, for example, Decentraland or Axie Infinity or any of these insane play-to-earn games in the seed stage. You would have probably 1000x'd your money in some of these cases. And I just want to make sure the token of this project where Chris and I are involved in, you will get completely for free. And then later on, it's like, guys, please just join the Telegram groups. They are open since today. I can already tell you it's exploding completely. The Telegram group already has 14,000 members within the first few hours of it being open. The announcement channel, the same. The announcement channel already has 10,000 subscribers. So guys, I will link you those channels at the top of my description and in the comment section down below. Please make sure to join it, because if in 2 weeks there is a single person telling me, hey, I didn't know about this, I don't know what I'm going to do. So please just join the Telegram groups so that there's really nobody missing out on this, especially in this times, guys. This is like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, in my opinion. And like I said, it's free, guys. Hello, it's free. Nobody has to pay anything, so there's not even any risk of losing money or anything. So please, guys, come into the Telegram channels and you will be up to date with this project. But yeah, let's now not talk too much. Sorry for this small intro, but I cannot imagine that anybody just tells me now after 2 weeks, hey, I didn't know about this, I'm so sad, whatever. Please just join the Telegram groups and you won't miss it. So now let's talk about the Bitcoin price. We just broke out of this massive upwards sloping support channel to the downside. And we have to say, guys, this is not looking all too bullish, because right below the support channel, also most of our VPVR support ends. As you guys can see, the Bitcoin price is actually right now at the last little bit of VPVR support, so horizontal trading volume support that we have in this price area. And as soon as we now break pretty much the $60,600 level with a 4-hourly close to the downside, we have to expect the drop down to the $58,000 level. It's also on the daily chart very, very visible, because we are already pretty much far away or we were far away from our daily EMA ribbons. As you guys can see here, we were very overextended from our daily EMA ribbons, and even in the strongest run-ups that Bitcoin sees, I mean, we can see it here perfectly in our last run-up, we see that Bitcoin actually corrects down all the way to the last EMA ribbon here on the daily timeframes, or at least in the middle of them. So even if we would now expect not a correction all the way into the daily EMA ribbons and all the way down to the bottom, we have to expect that Bitcoin actually could wick down here with the next daily candle or today's daily candle all the way down here into the middle of the daily EMA ribbons at around the $58,000 level, where then we would see also another bounce confirmation of our falling wedge that we have formed here on the daily time frame. One thing that is very important, that we actually see this bounce within the next 2 days, because as you remember, the weekly time frame is looking insane. I already mentioned it in the beginning of this video. We only saw this kind of consolidation 2 times of the complete lifespan of Bitcoin, and we saw a massive 30% correction the first time it happened. As you guys can see here, we had 3 weekly candles that pretty much didn't have any price movement. We saw a massive 30% correction to the downside, but also we were in a downtrend when it happened. The same goes for here. We saw again, like I said, it only happened 2 times in the complete history of Bitcoin. 3 weekly candles that pretty much don't show any price movement at all. We came into it with a downtrend. We saw a massive 50% correction over the following weeks. So do we now have to expect a correction? I pretty much am saying no, because at this point in time, or in the last scenarios, what I just showed you, each time we saw this consolidation, first of all, it was below our very important 8-year support and resistance channel, and also every time we saw this so far, we were in a clear downtrend for the moment being on the weekly time frame. And this time it's actually the other way around. We are in a clear massive uptrend. We are above the weekly EMA ribbons. We are above the weekly 8-year support and resistance channel, and we even have upward sloping support coming in here from our symmetrical triangle. So the Bitcoin price is really squeezing in between the 11-year resistance and the 8-year support and resistance channel, but I think this squeezing already can't go any longer, because like I said, 3 weeks in a row of almost no price movement. This, like I said, only happened 2 times in the complete history of Bitcoin. And so we have to expect the next big price move happening, not tomorrow, not the day after, no, but within the next week. We have to expect it within the next week, and I think that there's a good chance that this big price movement after this insane consolidation could actually blow us above the 11-year resistance. But for this, we for sure need to climb above. We need to climb above the very important $63,800 to $64,500 support. This pretty much needs to happen within the next couple of days. So latest, the beginning of next week, we have to climb above this support, above this resistance, so that the bulls start piling in, that FOMO sets in, that all the players that have been waiting on the sidelines because of this consolidation now going on for 3 weeks, that they jump into long positions, into buying spot. And also for sure the whales. It's a whale game. They exactly know now that a lot of people left the market because, like I said, it's not normal that Bitcoin consolidates for so long. It's like very boring actually for the crypto space. So a lot of people are not actually right now keeping an eye on the Bitcoin price. They're like, oh, Bitcoin is not doing anything right now. They left the market. Not completely, they didn't sell the Bitcoin, but they're not following it actively enough right now. So for the big players, it's actually in a big interest to use exactly these times where people are not following the Bitcoin prices like very, very actively, and they can use it to buy in at good prices. The Bitcoin price starts pumping massively, and all the people that now after this consolidation, they will then FOMO into the market. The FOMO for them will be way bigger because they are like leaving the market, not looking every day, and then suddenly they look one day and they see what just happened. The Bitcoin price exploded $10,000 to the upside. I need to buy. They buy, they pile in, massive FOMO sets in, and this actually is then the result, or this actually makes it possible that Bitcoin then does a 30% correction within 1 week after this kind of consolidation, or a 50% correction within 3 or 4 weeks after such a consolidation. And the same is possible to the upside. It's very possible that after now seeing this consolidation and then FOMO setting in, when we pump, that Bitcoin sees a 30% pump, even a 50% pump within the following weeks easily. And this would already put us at the $90,000 level. So that's why I'm now saying to everyone, please keep an eye on the Bitcoin price. Please keep an eye on this very important resistance. Within the next couple of days, we need to break it to be sure that we don't have to expect a big correction now before we can go to the upside. But I also want to say you guys, the worst case scenario in my opinion is pretty much a correction down to the $50,000 level. Even if now this weekly candle should blow to the downside because the bulls are not strong enough to break above this resistance. The worst I can imagine right now is the $50,000 level, because there the weekly EMA ribbons will come in as massive support. We have the 8-year support and resistance channel. We have this upward sloping support of the symmetrical triangle. It's actually very, very unlikely that we are going to break this one to the downside. But now let's also talk about Chainlink, guys, because Chainlink is right now on the weekly time frame forming a massive W pattern. Yes, you're seeing this correctly. I have my $1 million Chainlink long trade open already. I mean, this massive W pattern would actually have a breakout target of, guys, be careful, it would actually have a breakout target of an almost new all-time high. It would actually be the old all-time high pretty much of $52. So we are looking at a price explosion for Chainlink of approximately, let's take a look, 60% within a couple of weeks if we are able to break here this very important resistance at $34 for Chainlink. So this is pretty much what I'm keeping an eye on. I want to see that Chainlink is able to close its weekly candle in 2 days above the $34 level. And if this happens, I will actually probably double this position. I will open a huge Chainlink long positions because I just expect the price to explode within a couple of weeks then. Also, the Bitcoin dominance, guys. We talked about this now for months already. I told you, please keep an eye on this massive W, because there is a potential that we actually get rejected here at this resistance. And if this happens, we have to expect the new altcoin season. And what happened, guys? We got rejected. I warned you in a video that we got rejected. And since then, altcoins are exploding. So now, the next big support for the Bitcoin dominance actually will come in at around the 40% level. So I'm expecting actually this current altcoin hype to continue a little bit longer, which also would support the narrative of Chainlink here breaking its high on the US dollar chart. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. That's the altcoin trades that I have open right now. I also just went into Immutable X. It just launched today. I'm not quite sure. They launched with a massive market capitalization already. So I'm not quite sure if there's any upside on this, but I still bought anyways a little bit of Immutable X. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I still hold my Elrond and all these tokens. So this is for sure still in play, and I can already tell you guys I'm most excited because for sure I'm also involved. Chris, my partner here in office, is also involved. Chris from Crypto is also involved. So I'm already very hyped about this project. I think this is going to be the next very, very big opportunity, especially as we organized that, guys, since we are so greatly involved in this project, we made sure that you guys can get token, and Chris and I want to make sure that our community are the first ones, because it's first serve, first come. So if there's a massive hype around this project, it gets more unlikely if we don't keep you updated. So guys, please join these channels. I link them at the very top of the description, at the very top of the pinned comment, and also join the announcement channel, which is also linked. The announcement channel, guys, while I was recording the video, the announcement channel gained 300 members. While I was recording the video, this channel gained, I think, 500 members. It's completely going nuts, guys. Please join the Telegrams so you don't miss out on this. But for now, guys, smash up a like, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates on Bitcoin, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye.